And it's time for us to head into New South Wales and into Riverina and Farrer football. Well, a lockdown last week had people scurrying home, particularly if you're at Coleambally and you were heading up north to Lethen and that area. Well, the Northern Jets people had to really get moving. It was pretty tough going for them. Pretty tough going all round. No football this weekend. No junior football over at Griffith. That was going to be played, but not able to do so with the lockdown still persisting through, at least hopefully till next week, when we can get the regional areas unlocked again in New South Wales and get back to playing what would appear to be finals football. Let's have a look as we go to Riverina first up and have a look at the circumstances from last week. It was round 17, means there's still round 18 to be played. We haven't yet got qualification, whether that will be abandoned and the premiership ladder would be fixed as to what it is after round 17, or if there is any other particular position that the league will take. AFL Riverina yet to determine that, and I'm sure that once they get to go ahead from the government to play, we'll hear at least what they're going to be planning. In round 17, the MCU Goannas 16-10, 106 beat Collingully 5-6-36, and in effect I think that could have done Collingully's season good and proper. So great performance. Castles with 8, he's been magnificent, leading the goal kicking. For Collingully it was Small with 2, and Thompson, Gardner and Harper and Perryman were also good players for them, but Schiller and Hindmarsh and Keogh really starred over there at Manglapar, and they were just too good. Overall, it was a great performance by Turvey Park, 9-9-63. They got over Wagga Wagga Tigers, 8-8-56. And then it was a good win by Griffith Swans, an upset in some ways, although maybe not because they're playing at home. 11-8-74 to Naranda at 6-9-45. Naranda improved a bit, but possibly it went the way that many would have expected. And the game was abandoned on the Sunday between Coolerman and GGGM Lions due to the lockdown and the circumstances of that. The ladder right now at the end of round 17 has the percentage of wins, and the Lions on top by percentage over the Goannas. And then after that, the Tigers clearly in the next place. Coolerman in fourth, and with their percentage of win at 57.14 as opposed to Collingully 53.33, would put them in the top four. Turvey Park in fifth place. Leighton Winton 2 games adrift after Turvey Park. Griffith Swans and then Naranda Eagles onto the bottom of the ladder with the lowest percentage, same premiership points scored by the two, but Griffith Swans in front now of them, and Poor Old Eagles are at the bottom of the table. Let's take a look now at the Player of the Year award, and it's for Riverina at the moment, led by Jake Barrett. From Coolerman, he's on 33 votes. Sam Darley, Leighton Winton, 32. Matthew Hamblin, GGGM Lions, 29, along with Jake Olsen, his teammate, 27, and the Goannas, Ryan Turnbull, is 26. So there are the Player of the Year votes so far, but could be that is concluded too. It may be that the winner of that competition could well be the current leader, which is Jake Barrett from the Coolerman Rovers. Now, having a look at Farrer football, and in matches played last week with the final home and away games to completed now. If we can get to finals and get on the football field, well then we'll know who's playing who at this time. 17-11, 113 to the Northern Jets, beat the Coleambally Blues 14-6-90. And as I said, is rather an intriguing situation where they did have to make a pretty quick rush of finishing that game and get the players on the road. Hodge with 7, Light and Valeri with 2 apiece for Coleambally, and Doyle 4, Hadrill, Bell with 3, Wallace with 2 for the Northern Jets. Hadrill, Jones and Doyle the better players, while Hayes, Miller and Hodge good for Coleambally. Hadrill leads the best player voting, and so he's had a good season there from the Northern Jets. Having a look at other matches, East Wagga Coringal 18-15 beat Charles Sturt 6-5. Mara Bombers 14-7-91 beat the Barrellan 1-5-11. That was a pretty big win there by the powerful Mara Bombers on top of the table. And then the Rockyer and Creek, hard-fought match up at Nixon Park. You don't get any easy ones up there at Temora. They won 13-12-90 to 11-8-74 over the Kangaroos. So the Maggies getting home. Kirkwood with 3 and Williams with 3. It was Piper with a couple. Best players M. Stevenson, J. Kemp and J. Kelly for the Magpies, while J. Ryle, J. Cullen and L. Pello played well for the Temora Kangaroos. And the premiership table after the end of round 18, the home and away season thereby complete. The Mara Bombers on top. Clear by a couple of games from East Wagga, clear by a couple of games to the Rockyaring Creek, clear by a game to the North Wagga Saints. The Jets were one game adrift of the North Wagga Saints in 5th place for their season. And then that brings us then to the voting so far in the footballer or the player of the year. And it is at the moment leading the way. And for the season, Mitchell Hadrell would win that award from the Northern Jets, 44 votes. Harry Fitzsimmons from the East Wagga Coringal Hawks, 43. Very close at the top. James Lawton from Mara, 34. Dean Bierman from the Rockyaring Creek, 33, and Mara's Jack Reynolds on 33 votes there. So that is a look at Riverina and Farrer. Hopefully the lockdown over soon in this week. That football can be then programmed for next weekend for finals action in the Farrer, and well, maybe finals action during the Riverina. We'll get a call on that pretty soon.